Here I have this Craftsman, brand new push mower, non-self-propel. It's got a side chute and a bag and everything. Got a brand new Briggs & Stratton 140cc engine on here, one of the no prime models. And I just have to say a few words of warning for those who are planning on purchasing one of these lawnmowers. And one of the first things that I have to say is that if you are looking for a lawnmower that's going to bag, this lawnmower is not for you. And let me explain why. So, take a look at this bag. Now, it looks perfectly fine until you realize the extreme angle that it is at. It is at such an angle where all of the grass will fall forward and fall into the compartment in here where the grass gets thrown into the bag, and it'll end up falling forward and back out into the blade and spilling out everywhere. And let me show you. Look at the mess this thing made. Turned it off. Look at all of this. All that. Let me show you an example. Here's where I shut the lawnmower off. And this is another problem with this lawnmower. If you shut it off when it is full of grass, grass will come out everywhere. As you can see, look at all of this. This is a ton of grass that fell out. It's like half mulching and half bagging, even though you have a bag equipped on the lawnmower. And overall, it just does a bad job mulching. And actually, it doesn't mulch very well, and it doesn't bag grass very well either. Mulching is, I guess it's okay, but bagging grass, it's not too good either. It leaves lots of clippings all over the place. You can see some dead clippings from when the grass was last cut. But as you see here, clippings all over the place, and I have a bag equipped. And another thing, that bag is of such a small capacity. It's so small, so it holds relatively nothing. And the fact that, and it looks full now because you can't get any more in here because it'll all just fall down. Well, in reality, it's only about that full, and you have to empty it. This is as much grass as it will take before it starts spilling out, because the second I put it down at this angle, if I can hook it back up to the lawnmower here, I'll just show you. See, it just falls right back down. So that's a major problem with this lawnmower. And it's really just this bag. If they could design a bag that stayed lower to the ground and kept and was slightly bigger or longer or a little bit wider, then they would do a heck of a lot better job bagging grass. I love what I was talking about. See, I was cutting my grass, came around here, had a full bag, came over here, it spit a tiny bit, it spit some grass out, then I turned it off, and then all of it just came in and plopped all right here in a circle shape of the blade. But yeah, look at how much grass came out of this lawnmower. Look at all that. The main problem is that the lawnmower doesn't take in and blow out enough air to keep the grass up in the back of the bag. It kind of all just falls forward and piles up forward. And another problem that I've been having with this is I'm hearing the blade hitting against the side of, what's it called? The frame here. And it happens intermittently, and I found out it's only when the frame flexes a certain way. I think it's on the right side here, but if it flexes a certain way, you'll hear that noise. And there's a specific part of the lawn where it's especially bad and does it every time, which I'll be able to show you. But hear that? Yeah, that's what I'm referring to with them making that ticking noise. I don't know how to fix that because it's not any problem with the blade. Because it doesn't hit it when it's just running. It only does it at certain points. And in places like this. On a hill. Sounds like it's from the blade, and a lot of people say that it's you should check to see if the blade is hitting against the sides. Well, normally it doesn't do that. Like if I pull it, you don't hear any scrapes or anything. But in this lawnmower's defense, one thing that I do like about the bag is that the opening of the bag is as wide as the rest of the bag. It doesn't go wider and get smaller. That's what the Troy-built lawnmower that I have does. This is a neighbor's lawnmower that I'm using, but the Troy-built lawnmower that I have, it's an older model. The opening of the bag is smaller than the back of the bag. It grows in size from the opening to the end, and the problem is that when you go to pour in grass, it all gets stuck. That's pretty much eliminated with this type of bag. However, the fact that it is at such an angle and is so small in size really is even worse than having a larger bag at a correct angle and is able to hold a lot more grass, because even though it's a pain to empty the grass, much more of a pain than using this, you have to do it a lot less frequently. Look at that. This is technically a full bag because this is all I can fit in here. And I'll try and give you some shots of me mowing the grass and then it's spitting it all out over there. You see that? Now look, got a nice, didn't do that much that time, but still, this is a hassle to clean up. It's especially not as bad as that, but it still does it, as you can see. One thing that I do like about this lawnmower though is because it is quite small and doesn't have a self-propel feature, it rolls very freely, as you can see here. And because it's also so light and rolls very freely, it's a very maneuverable mower. You can do stuff like this and whatnot, and you don't need to worry about the wheels. Because on self-propelled mowers there's a lot of friction when you're not using the wheels, or you're not using self-propel mower. Because if you try and push a mower like that up a hill when it's off, it's quite hard, but you can do it quite easily with this one. And actually I can show you mowing with it on a hill. So there you go.